Hey guys, forgive me here and welcome back to another video. So you can see we're on Warzone or Modern Warfare because I'm going to be bringing you guys a custom loadout for the KO141 and then the KAR98 running in Warzone. I spent time, like a lot of time, trying to find the best class set up for this in Modern Warfare, and then I used it in Warzone and it went pretty well. So yeah, as I said, it took a bit of time, but I think I finally found something that works. I know there's a bunch of other videos that show classes, but I felt like doing this just because I wanted to have a nice class for myself whenever I wanted to use the kilo, and then obviously the KAR98. So let's go ahead and get down to the attachments. I'll give you guys a second to go ahead and pause the video, take a screenshot if you wanna, put this on your own kilo. All right. Well, the first thing we're gonna want is the Syngard Arms 19.8 Prowler. You're going to want this because it's going to help with your damage range, meaning you're going to be able to get more damage out to your opponents from a farther distance. Bullet velocity to help with your fire rate or whatever. It doesn't show it, but obviously it's how fast your bullet can travel. So it's going to be good for hitting your opponent with as much bullets you can, getting more damage out. And then your recoil control to help you so your gun isn't going off to Narnia and it's keeping a nice spot on your opponent, so that'll be good. Next thing you're going to want is your tac laser for aim down sight speed, so that way you can aim down your sight to get more damage on your opponent in a fast rate as possible. Aiming stability, so your gun isn't wobbling to Narnia when you're aiming down your sight. And then you're also going to want aim walking steadiness to where you can walk faster while aiming down your sight. Next thing is for the optic, you can do whatever you want. I like the mini reflex. It's just my personal favorite. That, and also it doesn't add weight on any of these, because some of them do. But next thing is the nose stock. It's gonna help with your movement speed, so you can run faster. It's gonna help with your mobility, and then also the aim down sight speed, also helping with being able to aim down your sight at a much faster rate to get more damage out. It does cause of recoil control and aiming stability, so we're gonna go ahead and put the command of foregrip, helping with those things. The recoil stabilization also, helps to make sure when you're shooting your opponents, your gun isn't going to Narnia, so you can keep a nice, your optic on your opponent and getting damage on them. Aiming stability, so your gun isn't wobbling to Narnia when you're aiming down your sight. So that's nice. Also, with the command of foregrip, it's, made to be able to keep a nice steady pace at a certain spot when you're aiming down your sight and while shooting with heavy fire, which obviously it's an AR, so you're gonna be able to want to make sure your gun isn't waving to Narnia when you're trying to get into a gunfight shooting at people. So that's gonna wrap it up for the kilos attachments. So let's go ahead and move on to our KAR98. The D's Nuggets 2 is what I named it. Brilliant name, I know. The first thing, you can go ahead and pause the video if you want and get a screenshot of it if you want to use these attachments. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to it. You're going to want the monolithic suppressor, one for sound suppression so the entire map doesn't hear you when you shoot. The second thing, you're going to want damage range, getting more damage out to your opponents at a greater distance. Next thing is you're going to want the Syngard 25.1 because it's going to help with your damage range again, helping to get more damage out at a farther distance. Bullet velocity for how fast your bullet can travel if you're trying to time a shot to hit someone while they're moving. Recoil control, so when you shoot your gun, or the KAR98 isn't shoot to Narnia, messing you up. The reason why it's better than all of these is, one, it does more than this, and then also it affects your movement speed and aim down sight speed. This does less because it's the most well, not the most non-heavy, but well, it's probably the best one. Tac laser for your aim down sight speed. Obviously, when you're using a sniper or whatever, you're gonna want to be able to aim down your sight fast for quick scoping, getting nice shots on your opponent. Second thing, you're gonna aiming stability, so when you're aiming down your sniper scope, it's not waving to Narnia. You can keep it in a nice steady spot. Also, aiming walking steadiness, so when you're moving, you can go a bit faster while aiming down your sight. Next thing is your sniper scope, and obviously, since it's a KAR98, it's, well, marksman rifle, so not a sniper, but still a lot of people use this, and sniper scope is the best to be able to get, well, it's for far range attacks, so obviously you're going to need a sniper scope to hit those far distances. Next thing is the stippled grip. You're going to want to be able to aim down your sight even fast, as I said from earlier. And then the second thing is you're going to want sprint to fire speed, meaning how fast you can aim down your sight from when you're running. So if you're running and then you see an enemy, it's how fast you can aim down your sight from that period of time. And that basically is gonna wrap it up. It does affect your mobility and control, but you're gonna be running with your for this class with the kilo for mid-range and close range, and then obviously your D's nuggets too, your KAR98 for far range. So yeah, and that's basically gonna wrap it up for the two guns. Now the perks I have is quick fix, because when you're in a fight with someone, it's gonna save you the time of having to use a stem, which means when you get done, and you probably might be able to, when you're fighting, your plates might get affected to where they break all your plates and it's just down to your health. You could be like half health. Instead of having to waste the time using a stem, it'll automatically heal your health up after you take someone out, giving you the time to either pop more plates or reload. Next thing you're going to want is overkill, obviously, to carry your KAR98 and also the kilo. And then you're going to want amp, so that way you have fast weapon swap between your KAR98 and your kilo. That's also good. Then you're gonna wanna now I have the C4 because that's what I use in Modern Warfare. But for Warzone you're gonna want a heartbeat sensor. You can choose whatever you want. I just use a heartbeat sensor instead of a stem, since when I'm in a fight, if I take someone out, it does it for me. So I can just use this when I go into an area to make sure no one's getting ready to get the jump on me. It can be upsetting, you know, if they are hidden from those, but yeah. Going out of that, I have the field upgrade dead silence one, because it's the fastest recharging rate, and then second of all, it not only hides your the sound of you running, but it also gives you additional speed, which is good. So when you're going to attack people, or even just one person in general on the side of a building, you can run up behind them and take them out and get the jump on them without them even hearing you. Amazing, I know. But anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this loadout with the KAR98 and the kilo. Not sure why I say the KAR98 first, probably because it's the most thing I would normally say. But yeah, that's just gonna wrap it up for this. So let's go ahead and roll with the clips and me getting some kills with this loadout. Hey guys, alright, so this is gonna be, close to the end of the video. It's probably just about all the kills, I've got. This is just the kills I got from one match, but hopefully it'll convince you to maybe try this kilo loadout. It's, pretty good. The only thing is, it's only 30 shots, so it's, better if you're, doing one enemy at a time, so you might want to take cover and then reload. And maybe use armor plates instead of just trying to rush the person out with half health. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video for probably another loadout. See ya.